Well, good morning. Guess who came to see me? He has to wrestle with the rest of them because they are jealous of him. And he decided to stay in my yard, in my lap this morning. What do you do it? I gotta take my medicine. Okay. I've got to take my medicine. The claws. You got them crawled down pretty good. I'm taking this. Big boy, pay attention. I have to take this medicine. Guess what I found out late last night? I couldn't sleep last night. A friend of mine, I don't know where I called him or he called me. We talked about 4 o'clock in the morning. And he didn't have much to do with my research. But I did find out something. From looking over maps and legal documents and stuff, because I couldn't go to sleep, I found out where there's 4 acres. Damn land ain't worth shit. But I can get it for about $2,000, about $500 an acre. And I found out, basically, that the railroad system has put a spur on it illegally. They think they're off on their stuff. Trust me, they're off. They actually own the property on the opposite side of the tracks. But since there's a road and everything else, they put their spur on that road area, which is the road between the state highway and the railroad tracks. But there's about 4 acres in there that I can buy, and they've got a spur line in there with one of them flip guards. You know how they do it. And it runs on that 4 acres. It's loaded down with boxcars. They dump railroad ties in there, where they stack brand new ones. And they also stack the rails that they take up or put down or whatever. Legally by law, what's on that property is mine. I can walk out there, put a lock, buy it, walk out there and put a lock on that transfer deal, and then they take it to court because they couldn't get to the boxcars, and they couldn't break the lock. It's illegal. It's on my property. So I can invest about, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000, and I wouldn't want them shit. I wouldn't want the boxcars. I wouldn't want the rails. I wouldn't want anything like that. But I could hold them for ransom, basically, and it's legal. Now you'd be surprised what you can run across. Now I ain't gonna do it. I'm liable to call the Western Pacific, or whatever the hell the name of the company I think is. Western Pacific, I think. Santa Fe Pacific, something like that. And tell them what they've done. Because in looking back over the records and the land grants and so on and so forth, what made them do this big major mistake is the town was flooded out, so they moved the damn town. And basically there, which left the opposite side of the railroad tracks, at 4 acres or so in there, but they moved the town. So when they moved the town, that other 4 acres or so, that's, I think it's 8 or 10 on their side, but that they didn't use, they decided to use the 4 acres that was closer to the highway and the rail, since the town was moved. So therefore it has a clear deed to it and everything that's on it, basically. And I'm sitting here debating when I would just keep my mouth shut and hell with it. It's just funny. or buy the damn thing and make some money off of it. Because you know that they've got thousands and thousands of dollars invested in that spur and that rail junction and all the shit that's sitting on it. Who knows what's in them boxcars? You know, they could be full of shipping stuff, or they should wait till brand new cars get parked there overnight or some shit, and then go out there and do it. I might just buy the damn land for the hell of it. But that's how come people make mistakes. Now, what else I'm going to talk about this morning? I found that out last night. I thought that's pretty damn funny. And the real estate agent I'd been dealing with, we was going over the deals and stuff. He never called it, but I called it. And I checked in my lawyer. Hell, I can talk to him in the damn time there and that. I've known this for a while. But I've been sitting there debating, what the hell would a man do knowing he could turn $2,000 into 4 acres of worthless piece of shit land, basically, into probably $100,000. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I really ain't that kind of guy. Hell, I just think that it's funny, but lost in history.